know, Kody and Robyn have put their house on the market and everything, stuff like that, and it is open for viewing. Mykelti actually reacted to the news of content creators going and filming the house, and then putting it online and exposing their stuff.
So people are going for the open house just to go take some pictures.
And then even somebody was touching Robyn's clothes and all that stuff. This is why I said one, Kody. Oh, also, it appears that Kody and Robyn did not move out of the house completely. They're still living in the house. So all their personal stuff is still there. Wow. I feel like that is the dumbest decision I've ever heard. Yes, you guys are not Beyonce or whatever, but you guys are sister wives. You guys have had like almost 20 seasons of the show. A lot of people are very interested. A lot of people talk about you guys. I don't think it was smart to, one, put the house... No, one... do open houses when you live in the house. Two, put it on Zelle of all places. Not saying that Zelle is bad, great company. But like that's a public forum and you are a public figure. Like you're leaving yourself open to certain things, and it's not like you guys are like your house is gated. It's not like our home. Like we don't have a home as big as theirs, but our house is gated. Like you're not getting through here. You might get shocked with an electric wire. So like all these things, it doesn't make sense. Like they're putting themselves in harm's way and in danger. I do think if you do want to just go see the house, I guess that's fine. But to put it online and you're touching people's stuff and then you're doing it, that's creepy. It is stalkerish, and I feel like it's
touching people's stuff. When you go for an open house, you're not there to touch their stuff. You're there to look at the house and move on.
Like even if I lived in Arizona, I would not go to Kody and Robyn's house. I just feel like I wouldn't do it.
Because I'm not interested in the house, so that's why I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Like I'm not interested in buying the house. If I was interested in buying the house, I will go. But if I'm not interested in buying the house, I'm not sure why I'm going. I'm not that nosy. I'm just not.
I wouldn't even do it for like views and for the money you will get from that. I wouldn't. No. Cause there's just some things that I'm just like, no, I'm good on that.
Especially because I'm not interested in the house.
And I also wouldn't want somebody doing that to me per se.
Yeah. That's not right. You all need to stop. You all need to stop that. But that's a very good point. I don't think I think they should like move your stuff out. Like pack everything and then let people go and do the open house and you guys live somewhere else. Even for that month, I'm sure, I don't know. This is not a house, when I was looking at the history of this property, it's not a house that sells very easily.
I'm sure. It's too big.
So
people
the thing
are
is, if they if they moved out of the house, what will happen is they'll have to be paying for 2 mortgages. And what if this house is there till another year? So that's really why they probably cannot,
Why don't you rent? Even Mykelti revealed that 2 of your kids are in college. 1 has already graduated. You just have the 2 babies. Go get an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment.
But still, that's another rent to pay.
It's better than I'd rather pay extra rent than to have somebody be stalking me and then because you don't even know, people could be planting cameras.
I know.
People could actually go into their house, plant. Let me not give anybody any ideas, but people could plant stuff and try to get information.
What they could have done is
that's scary to me.
They could have you could still be in the house, but maybe Aurora and the other girl, Brianna, share a room, right? So you clean out one room, and then Kody, Robyn, maybe they could be living out of 2 rooms or 3 rooms instead of the 5 bedrooms.
Well, you want to see the whole house when you go for an open house.
Right, you can just say, and then when the people are looking at the 2 rooms, you're actually standing there. while they're looking around.
But then people get to go and see Kody and Robyn. I don't think people want them to have that much easy access to them.
But you can get a property manager. Like when they're looking at these rooms, you stand there and watch because our stuff is right there. But at least the rest of the house is clean. That's something else you can do if you guys still want to live there,
Yeah, I also just feel like Zillow, not saying anything about Zillow, but I feel like you guys are famous enough to actually hire like maybe a private like listing agency or whatever, where they actually have clients that are looking for specific houses, and you have these agents that bring in their clients from that, and then they have their clients come and look at the home, so that way one is serious buyers. I feel like with this, you're just leaving it really open to anybody to come, and the process is going to be even longer.
I hear what you're saying.
And then you're having all of this like attention on it. Some people people who have money like that want to buy a house like that, they might not even want to buy a house that's like so famous, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like they should have done a private listing. That didn't make no sense.
I know what you're saying. I think houses like that, I don't know, maybe they're more than, I think this one is $1.5 million, but I don't think it's worth that much.
Definitely, I don't think so.
And so because of that, homes like that, the ones that you're talking about, they're like where you'll have that private listing.
A home like that, you can probably get it built here in Tanzania for like $30,000.
I actually don't, probably more than it might be.
Maybe like 30,000, 40,000, but like you have the land yourself and then you can build it yourself. So it's just way more affordable. Like I would not go and buy a house like that over there in America, because one, you don't have the land, two, you have to pay taxes on it.
If you have the money, I guess.
I still wouldn't buy a house
but it
that
depends
big.
on where you're gonna live.
And then they have all those trees. Like people could be in the bush. Like I've watched too many murder shows of people stalking people at night behind some tree or some bush, and they come kill them in the middle of the night. That's too much trees. Like I couldn't live in a house like that. And then that's no gate, no fence, no bars on the windows. I couldn't live like that. I don't know how they live out there in the woods. Just not natural.
Like the trees. What I like the trees. They're right there in the heart of nature. But what I
don't want to be in the heart of nature.
The reason why I love the trees is that you can actually go. It's kind of like, for me, like a small scale of walking in the woods without really being in the woods because I'm in my home. I'm in my home. But yeah,
I don't want to be in the heart of nature.
If it's fenced in, I will prefer that because then I'll feel safer. But you can go with your dogs around.
I don't want to be in the heart of nature ever because it's nature. There are wild creatures out there. I love nature, but I don't want to be in the heart of it. I want to be able to be on my balcony and look at it from maybe a few feet away. I need some distance. Because, child, we saw a snake on our property.
You saw a snake?
I saw a snake.
I haven't seen any snakes.
I saw a long green snake. And you guys know I feed like 8 feral cats on my property. It's a mother and her 7 babies. Yeah. And the mother was fighting with something in her mouth. And it was a snake. And I'm scared of snakes. So I'm scared of roaches, wasps, all that. For those who've been watching us from the beginning, y'all used to see me basically kind of jump off a balcony to get away from the wasps.
Hit the deck.
So you guys know I'm very scary about these things, but I just imagine her 4 little kittens getting killed by the snake. Yeah. So I went out there with all my fear and my screaming and my high-pitched voice with the broom, like, get away from her, get away. And I was there beating the snake, trying to sweep it out. Like, even I can't do that.
You were so brave.
I thought about the babies.
Cat mom.
Yeah, I know, they're my babies. I'm going to miss them for the time we're gone, but...
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Kody, the people touching Robyn's delicate things.
Well, Mykelti reacted to it. So yeah, Mykelti was not for
okay.
it. Yeah, Mykelti was like, it's fine, they go see it and stuff like that. She said it's even fine if they go see it, but she said she just doesn't think people should be like making content of it and exposing all that stuff and everything. Yeah. Which makes sense. But yeah, I think Kody and Robyn are putting themselves in harm's way, and I don't like it. It's not very smart to me.
Because you have children.
Yeah, young kids, and there are some people who are just mentally unstable. Like,
that's true.
Some, I do videos on my channel, and some freak emailed me talking about how he likes the soles of my feet. There's there's weirdos out there. People will actually do a whole email and send it to you, and just will be mentally unstable.
Yeah.
And like, so that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see you guys on